I'm here with my dog, my teammate. I'm super hyped to have my girl here. Two-time WNBA All-Star, Kelsey Mitchell. What's good with it?
What's up, gang?
7 years, 4 different coaches, and a long playoff drought. Kelsey Mitchell's time with the Indiana Fever has been full of challenges. But in 2024, everything finally turned around.
Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Oh, me, I'm a Midwestern girl, born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. 513 kid. It's kind of tough to come out of where I come from because it's so small, and so you get what you get. It's kind of a dense city. It's not as like a Miami or like Atlanta, so you kind of get what you get. And so I grew up hooping through my family. I come from a family dynamic of just sports. My dad was he went to school to play football. So he met my mom at Eastern Kentucky.
Okay.
And that's how I was brought into this world.
Shout out to your parents, though.
In a must-watch interview with teammate Erica Wheeler, Kelsey Mitchell gets real about her journey, one that's had its share of struggles and triumphs. She talks about last season's challenges, the thrill of becoming a WNBA All-Star, and her honest thoughts on Caitlin Clark and the fans. With the Fever making a comeback, Mitchell isn't holding back, ready to find out how one player's arrival changed everything for her and the team. Let's dive in.
Basketball was just always a safe haven. I kind of took it from there, just, utilized what I knew about it. And that's how I knew what my lifestyle was, just through hoop. I had friends through hoop. I just, you kind of gain a lifestyle, and the rest was kind of history.
Yeah,
I look back at it now, I went from Cincinnati and I went up the street to Columbus, to Ohio State University, and I was always a homebody, but I knew I wanted to get out of Cincinnati. That was clear. And once I became a Buckeye, I kind of chose being a Buckeye.
Basketball has always been my safe space. I just ran with it, using what I knew and letting the game shape my life. My friendships, my lifestyle, it all came through basketball. Looking back, it's crazy to see how it all played out. I started in Cincinnati, then stayed close to home by heading to Columbus for Ohio State. I've always been a homebody, but one thing was clear. I wanted to make it to Cincinnati. Becoming a Buckeye was a choice I made, and I never looked back.
You and E both been here for a number of years, right?
Yeah.
Y'all done been through the tough years. Well, you really got to grind it out. Tough season.
What, you had 7 years here?
All 7.
All 7. You ain't never been to another
Fever
team.
girl.
7 years and how many years?
So I was here from 2015
She was my
to.
back.
Hey, wait. Wait. Don't count my age right now on TV. Don't do that. Don't do me like that. You know what I mean? I still look good for my age.
Imagine being Kelsey Mitchell, the No. 2 pick in the 2018 WNBA draft, ready to take the league by storm and lead your team to success. But instead of championship celebrations, you're met with season after season of tough losses. That was Kelsey's reality for years with the Indiana Fever.
The first 3 years, you can kind of sum it up. You ain't got to give me a long story. I was there with you for 2 of them. So kind of give me what that rough patch was like, and then we can kind of skip through and get to where you at right now.
When Kelsey Mitchell arrived in Indiana, she was full of potential, and the Fever had high hopes for their new star. But no one could have predicted the uphill battle ahead. Season after season, wins were hard to come by. The Fever missed the playoffs for 7 straight years, and at one point, they only won 5 games in an entire season. The disappointment was real. But here's the thing. Through all the struggles, Mitchell never wavered. She wasn't just good, she was consistently great. From 2018 to 2023, she averaged over 16 points per game, proving herself as one of the league's top scorers for half a decade.
I think Indy, those from year 1 through 3.5. Well, let me just say this. I went through my 7 years in Indy. I've had 4 head coaches. So that within itself was kind of like, no one really knows what an experience of the black stick at the bottom. Trust me, I've been there. Trust me. So I was, that's really how it started,
But personal success can only do so much to ease the frustration of losing. As a fierce competitor, Mitchell started questioning her future in Indiana. She was scoring, earning recognition, and building her resume, but something still felt off. In her own words, the points were the points, the accolades were the accolades, but it wasn't enough. What she truly wanted wasn't just personal success, it was to be part of a winning team. You can hear the hunger for something bigger in those words.
I left, it was still a rebuild stage, so different coaches got hired, and I think that at that point, we was trying to figure out whether I was keep swimming or if I would sink individually. I'll be honest. I didn't know what would happen in my career. I didn't know how it would turn out because the points were the points, the accolades were the accolades, but it wasn't enough.
That team winning. Team, not individual, team.
Yeah. And anybody that want to compete and be a winner, you know,
it's about team.
It's about.
Now let's talk about stability, or the lack of it. How do you build a championship team when the blueprint keeps changing? That's exactly what Mitchell and the Fever had to deal with. 4 head coaches in 7 years, 4 different voices, 4 different systems, 4 different visions. It's tough to find your rhythm when everything around you keeps shifting.
And I just think the hand I was dealt was like, you know, I trusted in the organization in different ways, from like the management and the people that they brought in. And so I just kind of like trusted the wave. And so I look back on trusting that wave now, and now you know, I'm here. I don't know what.
You really started over 4 times though.
I did.
Like you, every time you get a new coach, you kind of really start over because you got to build that relationship with that coach. Although the coach know who you are, they know the players they have in the locker room. It's a different ball game for sure.
I was in survival mode when I put my back against the wall, and so what everybody see now is just I've always been a fighter. You know, I've always kind of had to compete and find a different way to, you know.
But this is where Kelsey Mitchell's true character stands out. Many players in her position might have asked for a trade or let frustration affect their game, but not Mitchell. Her work ethic became legendary within the organization. She was the first in the gym, the last to leave, grinding every single day, no matter how many losses piled up. Instead of giving up, she made a choice. She decided to be part of the solution. It's easy to stay when things are going well, but Mitchell's loyalty through the toughest years, that's something special.
What All-Star was going to look like for me. I never really put it on like, not necessarily, it wasn't a goal. I just knew I needed to train and do what I need to do to keep my name. Like I said, you in defense mode and everything you do at that point. And so when I got the first, and I was like, really? You know, I got a call from the WNBA. You know, you get the call.
Bro, but like you wasn't even hype. You was just I'm going to WNBA. I said, what? I'm like, hold on. I'm in the locker room like, yo. Hey, I'm like, what's your age? I'm like,
man, and it's so crazy. Like, I downplayed it.
No, so bad. I need you to know. Hello, no. I need you to know you downplayed it so bad.
And in 2023, that loyalty finally paid off. After years of personal success being overshadowed by team struggles, Kelsey Mitchell got the recognition she had long earned, her first WNBA All-Star selection. It wasn't just about her talent, it was a testament to her resilience, hard work, and unwavering commitment through years of challenges.
I always got my back dirty.
Man,
there was never a time
like that.
Hey, that's a good one.
I like that.
I always got my back dirty. Hold on, let me put that in my pocket.
I like that.
I always got my back dirty. Hold on, quote that. I always got my back dirty.
I've always had to, and you can kind of relate because, you know, you've had to go to different places and, you know, get a spot. And for me, it was about keeping my name, at least, or my game relevant to, you know, enough to have.
But even as she celebrated this personal milestone, Mitchell stayed focused on the bigger picture, team success. Looking back on her journey, she shared her thoughts, saying,
you know, it's been a difficult year for me from a standpoint of like personal. You know, I lost my dad 5 or 6 months ago, so that was tough. And I look back on my year now, Dub, and I'm just so grateful to be here again because I never thought, you know, for one, to be doing it without a parent.
Yeah.
I think anybody that come from a 2-parent home or know what that's like, or just, you know, lovable parents in general.
Right.
And, you know, when I lost that, I didn't know what was going to happen.
Those words paint a picture of a player who's never taken the easy road, who's fought for every inch of respect she's earned. The 2024 season saw Mitchell reach new heights. She posted career best numbers across the board: 19, 2 per game, shooting a blistering 46, 8% from the field, and 42% from three-point range. They weren't just good numbers, they were superstar numbers. Mitchell was playing the best basketball of her career, and the league was starting to take notice. So what really happened during the 2024 season, and why did it start with devastation as Kelsey Mitchell's star continued to rise? A huge personal loss threatened to extinguish her passion for the game. How did she find the strength to not only play, but dominate in the face of overwhelming grief?
That's why I miss my dad so much now, because he was the only person that reminded me what that worth was like. And so he was aggressive and hard on me, but it came in a position of now I don't need nobody to tell me. I don't want nobody, because when I needed saving, nobody saved.
Next voice. But this is where Mitchell's story takes an unexpected turn. In her darkest moment, she found strength in an unlikely source, her teammates. The Fever locker room became her support system, standing by her when she needed it most. And at the heart of that support, rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. It might seem surprising, how could a rookie have such an impact on a veteran? But that's the power of team sports. Clark's arrival brought a new energy to the entire organization, and Mitchell felt it too. She was drawn to Clark's passion, positivity, and unwavering support, which helped her push forward in ways she never expected.
Go through certain things, you know, it hit home, a part of your heart's, you know, broken, and you look back on it, some of the hours that I put in the gym, I couldn't even calculate them because I felt so much pain and trauma. Like, I felt so much pain. Like, I felt so much, like, I worried about my mom. I worried about how she feel now that she didn't have a significant other. I worried about my siblings. My brother was overseas. My sister was trying to figure out life outside of her 9-to-5 job, what she wanted to do, and she had got into coaching and relied on my dad for some stuff. And so we all had a piece ripped from us, and we didn't know how it was going to look.
I look better now, gang. Every day, I look around our lockers and just think, dang, I'm here today, so I'll be grateful. Man, listen, I'm right there with you, and I'm telling you, you're doing a hell of a job. You show up and do your job every day. Yeah, sometimes I have to step in, but that's just part of it. You know me, what kind of teammate would I be if I didn't push you? But seriously, I appreciate you, gang, for real. For Mitchell, it wasn't just about basketball, it was about the people around her. As she put it, I had a village of 11 other ladies who helped me reach places I never thought I could. This sisterhood became her anchor, giving her the strength to return to the court and face her grief head on.
Look at it now, gang. You know, I look at our lockers and stuff every day. I just be like, dang, I'm here today.
Well,
so I be grateful, man.
Man, listen, I'm in there with you, and I'm telling you, man, you're doing a hell of a job. You show up and do your job every day. You know, sometimes I gotta get in your but that comes with the territory. You know what I mean?
Who would I be if I didn't yank Doug's chain?
Hey, but I'm telling you, man, you're doing a hell of a job.